Pluto in Scorpio, how it shapes your personality and life. The position of Pluto in your natal chart reveals the transformations due to take place in your life and how you channel your core truths and restorative power. Those born with Pluto in Scorpio are emotional above all else, always taking the time to think about whether their actions would hurt the others around them, or always involving themselves in activities where they can make full use of their sensitivity. However, this is not always such a good thing because it might drive them to miss out on the essential because they are too attentive to the softer aspects. When they start to lose focus of their priorities and get too entrenched into one singular detail, fussing over it for hours on end, these people lose efficiency, and may possibly even fall prey to frustration and depression. Pluto in Scorpio in a nutshell. Style: dramatic and challenging. Top qualities: responsible, loyal and practical. Challenges: manipulative, deceitful and contradictory. Advice: you might want to be careful to your reaction to change. Celebrities: Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus. The Plutonian Scorpio needs to learn that being practical and controlling with one's emotions are requirements for a balanced mindset. Personality traits. These natives are one of the most contradictory individuals of the whole zodiac, through the wide array of strange principles and viewpoints that they carry with them in life. Usually, when 10 people in a room are arguing over a common sense topic, it's because the 10th claims the exact opposite that the other 9 affirm. The 10th one is a Plutonian Scorpio, easily recognizable in this regard. Also, these natives can be very naive and easily influenceable because straight, rational thinking is just not their forte. They often pursue unrealistic goals and are prone to incessant stubbornness. Those who were born under the Pluto in Scorpio transit are free-spirited individuals who want to explore the world and see it for what it truly is. They don't abide by most societal rules and don't recognize the authority of someone who tries to limit their freedom. When they get too passionate and interested in one of their idealistic dreams, nothing can stop them from achieving it, or from trying at least. One of their greatest perks is being able to create a form of peaceful communion wherever they go. With the prospect of unknown secrets to reveal a natural disposition towards helping others, most people fall under their spell. The Plutonian Scorpio native likes to explore the world and expand their breadth of knowledge without being hindered by preconceptions or fundamental creeds. These people wish to discover what lies behind everyone else, at their own pace preferably, and to do that, they must break apart the age-old stereotypes, presuppositions, and biases. Other than this, one can cause a lot of chaos in their wake, because there is no discernible pattern to their actions. This native can be one of the strangest and most incomprehensible ones out there because he doesn't seem to follow a certain logic. Moreover, Plutonian Scorpios can be extremely negativistic, as they can just as well be the most enthusiastic and positive people out there. You're going to meet both of these opposite specimens, and you won't know which is the real them. Well, both are, and this makes these natives very special indeed. Pluto in Scorpio in love. Love isn't the highest form of existence, nor is it a form of spiritual elevation for the Plutonian Scorpio. Certainly not a romantic. They prefer to focus on much more serious and certain things, like their professional life, social acceptance or coping with their own inner contradictions. Even money is more important than submerging oneself in a headless struggle for love. However, when that does happen, they never take it for granted, always remain loyal, and give their all to deepen the bonds. Plutonian Scorpios are quite sexually active and very keen on experimenting with all their ideas and kinky fantasies. They never see sexuality as something to be shunned or kept hidden under lock and key, but something that should be celebrated, perceived as the pleasing act that it is. The Pluto in Scorpio man. These men exhibit some very strong personal convictions and can disregard completely the ideas of anyone who dares to challenge even a tiny bit something they believe in. They defended their own beliefs stoically with no remorse for collateral victims. It's no surprise that many Plutonian Scorpio men were literary critics, played theater or avid critics of societal flaws. The last time Pluto transited Scorpio, the development of technology saw the rise of computer sciences, a field where men were most adept in or were quickly becoming adept in. They were entirely fascinated by the potential and scope of such a domain. What they weren't so good at was social life. They preferred staying indoors or at the office, keeping busy with solving problems, honing their skills, planning for the future rather than going out, making friends, indulging in the social masquerade. Similar to this, men with Pluto in Scorpio of any generation reject the traditional influences and expectations and tend to pursue their own dreams independent of what others think of their choices or of even them. These men didn't and don't buy the social propaganda, the superficial criticism of going against the status quo, nor they involve themselves in flimsy romantic adventures that would lead to nowhere. The Pluto and Scorpio woman. These Plutonian Scorpio women are a very intelligent bunch, very analytic and observant even for their age when very young. What makes them even more controversial is that they are also very standoffish about their convictions. If someone dares to contradict them when they know they're right, all hell's going to break loose, as they can be very acidic with their words. These women can really bite, and this is no joke. Moreover, one thing that makes them quite peculiar is that there is no constant in their thinking as far as sexuality goes. Gender roles, feminine traits, romantic expectations, libertine desires, these are all judged by each and every one of them. The last time Pluto was in Scorpio, women were increasingly interested in careers that offered a certain degree of influence and power. The world of politics was no longer a phallocratic one, and women began to make their entrance here as well. The fields of science, arts or the academical world, these were all welcoming women constantly. This happened because the Plutonian Scorpio woman is a natural knowledge seeker, someone who desires to expand her mind deeper and farther than everyone else.